Hey, good morning, guys. That's right. So I found out some really interesting statistics this morning. I found out that about 20% of cancer patients in Kern County were leaving the county for treatment. Well, hopefully San Joaquin Community Hospital, they were bound and determined to try to improve that number, and they're in the midst of opening their AIS Cancer Center. It actually opened its doors just a couple weeks ago, but they're celebrating their official opening this week. The ribbon cutting's tomorrow, so we wanted to come down here this morning and check it out. In charge of the outpatient surgery center is Misty Cantrell here. Misty, very nice for you to come in so early and join me up here. Just being here, not only does it smell brand new and look brand new, it looks incredibly high tech as well. What makes this outpatient surgery center so unique as opposed to maybe other places patients have gone before?
Well, here at San Joaquin, we put a lot of work into the ambiance, into the design of the outpatient surgery center. We have purchased all of the newest and greatest equipment in the operating rooms. So anybody who needs to have their gallbladder removed or any simple outpatient procedure, they can come in. We can do it all through a little scope. Go in and take out your gallbladder, and you're out of here within an hour.
Bada bing, bada boom, you're out.
That's right.
After you said you've been here for 10 years, you were across the street with San Joaquin doing surgery before this. Just being over there and now, transitioning to the AIS Cancer Center, what most impresses you? What have you seen that you've been like, wow, this is really cool?
Well, I think that all of the work that San Joaquin did into making these high-tech operating rooms and patient-friendly, so that the patients, when they come in here, they are entered into a beautiful atmosphere. They have a great high-performing team that has at least 20 years experience, and they're taken into an operating room where they will have the best possible procedures and out of here quickly.
Oh, cool. Any interesting feedback or good feedback you've received from the doctors or some of the patients?
So far, our physicians that have come through have been very happy. They're excited to come back, and they're looking forward to doing their next cases.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Misty. And, cancer, again, I was out there with Relay for Life with everybody here at 29 just a couple weeks ago, and I was very impressed of the community support. It's really neat that we have yet another tremendous facility opening up here in Bakersfield, so that patients don't have to leave Kern County to be treated. They have something that's state of the art right here in the middle of Bakersfield. So if you know someone that's going through treatment, or maybe just needs to be screened, maybe this is just another possibility. Call up the doctors here at San Joaquin, and it seems like you'd be treated very well. Guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard enough to go through something like cancer for the person and their entire family, so to have to drive a couple of hours to Los Angeles makes it so much harder. So this is a great addition to Kern County.
Oh, absolutely. You don't have to make that 2-hour trek back and forth and back and forth. Yeah.
All right, Josh, thanks so much. It's different things that the hospital has brought.
Right.
And, believe it or not, a lot of hospitals and communities, they don't have these gadgets and the capabilities that this facility will have. Josh Helmuth is there this morning with a little bit more. Good morning, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. That's right. It's only the second cancer center to open in Bakersfield, and being in here this morning, it's the whole ambiance is fantastic. They really wanted to make sure they kept it green, kept it inviting, kept it like a really like a healing type atmosphere. When you come in, you just feel kind of like cleansed in a way. And one big thing they wanted to involve are these Soji screens. We're up here this morning in the Bay areas where people can receive chemo treatment, but these Soji screens provide some really key privacy when they're getting these treatments. I'm actually here this morning with Dr. Vikas Guy. He's a hematologist, oncologist here, and you're kind of new to Bakersfield as well. You've been here 6 months. I've only been here 4.5. So first of all, welcome to Bakersfield.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
second of all, what really impresses you about this cancer center? What's really neat that you've seen?
Well, I think this is a state-of-art cancer center. It basically, first of all, it's a non-profit organization.
Which I had no idea. That's kind of commendable.
Yeah. And the reason I moved here was my family. My wife, we have some relatives here. That was the reason I moved here. And when I came here to interview and I saw this cancer center, I was amazed. The equipment that they have, the facility they have, and now the collaboration they have with UC Davis.
I was just about to ask you about that, because not only is everything really high tech, you also have some really renowned professionals behind this operation. Talk about the tumor board.
Yeah, so we have state-of-the-art equipment where we can have live virtual tumor board with UC Davis. That means hematologists, oncologists from here can have live conference with the physicians at UC Davis. We can talk about our patient. We can get opinion from pathology department there. We can get opinion from the radiology department there. So at
other cancer centers, you might go and you might get one opinion, but here you automatically get two. And UC Davis is very renowned. Yes. But let's also quickly mention how you informed me a few minutes ago. I had no idea there are actually chemo pharmacists, and when you get chemotherapy, you're not sure where it's coming from most of the time, or if it's mixed properly. But here you have two chemo pharmacists in-house.
Yes, I think it's very important for people to know who's actually mixing the chemotherapy, because the person ideally who's trained for mixing the chemotherapy should mix the chemotherapy. It's a specialized training. After finishing the pharmacy, they have to go and do specialized training, and then only they become chemo certified or they become chemo pharmacists.
Oh, that's definitely something, just one more element that'll make you feel really comfortable here. And Vikas, I'm going to go ahead and sit down. Yes. This is one of the chairs a chemotherapy patient would go through. They want to make sure you're as comfortable as possible, and this thing is beyond comfortable. So again, if you get the chance, if you know someone that needs to be treated or just simply screened, maybe consider the cancer center here at San Joaquin, as I kind of take a load off.
All right, Josh, thanks so much. Looks like a beautiful facility. We appreciate you being out there. We'll get back with you a little bit later on this morning.
That's right. One of the coolest things I think I've ever
Looks like
seen.
an avatar.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And get this. How about this? I'm going to ask you guys. Guess what this thing is called? If you could conjure up a name for it, what would you call this?
A flugel binder.
That sounds
bad.
very official.
Get this, it sounds like something from Star Trek. It's actually called a linear accelerator. And it sounds scary, but it's actually a very cool piece of equipment, and they want to make sure you're also comfortable here as well. And in the short time they've been open, they've got back some tremendous feedback. I'm actually here with Oscar Streeter, who is you're the medical director here at the Cancer Center, and you're fairly new to Bakersfield as well, but you spent years at USC, and you said over in DC, now you're here.
Right.
But this is your first time working this piece of equipment, and you got to be impressed.
Well, we've recruited employees from Mayo Clinic because they wanted to come here and use the same kind of treatment they delivered at Mayo Clinic. And what's cool about the True Beam is that it produces beamlets of light, and these beamlets of light turn into energy. And they turn the machine around. I'll show you right here.
And again, this linear accelerator is for patients with what form of cancer? Or is it any type of tumor? All kinds of cancer.
All kinds of cancers. Cancers of the prostate, breast, lung, colon. Even people who have diseases where the cancer's gone outside of their primary area.
And off camera here, I was asking you, I heard that this is an amazing piece of equipment because tremendously, exponentially less side effects.
Yes, because it's called rapid art. So it rapidly treats in 1/3 of the time. It's like buffing on a car. If you buff on a car at one spot too long, then you're going to get a hot spot. By moving it around constantly, you get no hot spots and you get more shine to the tumor.
And then what kind of feedback have you received here? I'm not sure. Jimmy, you're in marketing. Go over here and hit the light switch you showed me earlier. They can choose their ambience lighting here. There's the little dial, and they can choose the color lighting. It's all about being comfortable here.
Yeah, it's like when you fly on Virgin America, as the lighting changes during the time of day, you can actually choose the lighting you want right away.
Another thing about the Cancer Center you were impressed with, you told me, is just how great it looks. It's very comfortable, almost like a spa in a way.
It really is like a spa. The only thing we're missing is the masseuse.
Anything else you would like to really kind of plug in a way? Anything that's really impressed you here? That maybe any feedback you've heard?
Well, what people say to us is that they're so comfortable when they come in to get their treatment. In fact, many of the patients actually go to sleep.
Wow, that's a testament right there. Thanks a lot, Oscar. And by the way, guys, it's Oscar's birthday. So if you see Oscar today, if you happen to be at San Joaquin, you know, give him a little holler, maybe a little birthday coffee, a little birthday Starbucks or something. Oh, by the way, and yes, this room is actually like, what's this room covered in? Because we have no cell phone signal in here.
Oh, it's so many layers of concrete.
Yeah.
But what's cool about the machine is the outer covering was developed by Porsche.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's so sleek. It's such a sleek design. It was actually designed by Porsche. But it's funny. This room is just layers and layers of concrete to keep from radiation from coming out. So usually my cell phone we use for my IFB to hear you guys back at the studio. I have this block in my pocket. I don't even know what this is called. This is probably called a flugel binder. I don't know what it's called. But this is the only way I can hear you guys back at the station right now. Just had to throw that tidbit out there in case people are wondering what the heck's on my hip right now. But such a great ambiance here at the Cancer Center, the AIS Cancer Center here at San Joaquin Community Hospital. If you know anyone that's interested in maybe being screened or maybe just checking it out, if they're interested, they can call 323-HOPE. It's a great place, great ambiance, and yeah, I've been really impressed this morning. That's right. We just showed off the linear accelerator earlier, among other things, but now we're going to show off this beautiful lobby. And some people may be thinking, a lobby? Why are you showing off a lobby? Well, let me tell you what. They went to leaps and bounds to make sure the ambiance here at the Cancer Center was very inviting and very open for people to come in and just feel like it was a very natural, healing type of center they were walking into. And I'm here with Jimmy Phillips, the marketing director here at San Joaquin Community Hospital. Jimmy, first of all, what was the big purpose of building this cancer center? What was your main motivation for building it in the first place?
When we started working here at the AIS Cancer Center at San Joaquin Community Hospital, we really wanted to meet the needs of our community. That's what our hospital is about as a whole, and the Cancer Center was just an extension of that. Some of the research we did initially showed that about 20%, 1 in 5 patients in Kern County that had cancer were leaving the community for treatment. So that's notable when you consider that cancer has so much follow-up. And you're talking about people getting chemotherapy and really difficult treatments driving back and forth from Los Angeles.
And when they come in here, they just see a beautiful, picturesque, very green atmosphere.
A lot of the research we did, the focus groups, the studies we did, showed that when people walk into a facility like this, they want to feel a sense of comfort and healing right away. And nature certainly does that. Water, trees, sunlight, you see the open windows. I mean, all of these things are built into the fabric of this facility to ensure that patients feel the healing presence of the center from the moment they first walk in.
And really quick, you guys have been open for a couple weeks now, but you're celebrating this week. You have a ribbon cutting tomorrow?
Yeah, we're gearing up to really blow this community away with the kind of cancer treatment that we're going to offer. It's going to be amazing. We have some great physicians, Dr. Oscar Streeter, Dr. Vika Sky. They're going to treat you right. Tomorrow, we're officially going to open the center with a ribbon cutting at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Cool. Thank you very much, Jimmy. So again, if anyone has the motivation or just the opportunity, they want to come out and check the hospital here, they can call 323-HOPE. Again, that's 323-HOPE, San Joaquin Community Center. Their cancer center is just now opening, and I've been very impressed. I'm sure you will be too.
I've been impressed with everything you've shown us this morning. And Rob and I were just saying it looks like a spa, so very welcoming when you go.
It really does. Very green.
Yes. Thanks a lot, Josh.